Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Trauma Doula podcast. I am your host, Tony. And as always, it is such an honor to have you all here, whether you are a trauma survivor or you are a person who works with trauma survivors, or you have family who are trauma survivors and you want to understand this life and understanding how to really help and be with people who experience trauma. I am here. I am your trauma doula. Welcome to the show. So, in today's show, I really feel it's about understanding and the way we receive understanding in our lives about our circumstances and about our perceptions, the way we see the world. Oftentimes, I feel our understanding is flawed. And so it causes us more pain than we really need to be in. So today is a day of understanding, or at least I hope it can be. So, something that I was reminded of today in my meditation is to see with the heart, because it can see things that the eyes cannot. So, what does that even mean? I'm reminded of a quote someone said to me. She said, "Tony, when you can't see ourselves, you make up things to destroy yourselves." I'm going to say that again. Tony, when you can't see yourself, you make up things to destroy yourself. Someone said that to me 10 years ago, and I remember it word for word because it hit me that I wasn't truly seeing myself. Seeing, understanding myself. I didn't know who I was or what I wanted or what direction I was taking. And so, of course I would be destroying myself if I didn't even know what I wanted or where I was going. And I find a lot of times when people experience high trauma, you kind of start to live in this mode of survival. And we can get into the neuropsychology on another day, on another episode. But you get in survival mode. The only thing you're thinking about is food, water, shelter, if you can think about those things. And getting beyond that to see yourself, to understand yourself, well, that's a different story. That's the healing work. And again, I'm reminded that the heart sees what the eyes cannot. You see, we do not see ourselves through our hearts. Now, for some people, this is going to be difficult to grasp because the heart doesn't see, right? We see with our eyes. But we're talking about a different kind of seeing. We're talking about a set of seeing through our heart that we're not taught about. We're told to toss aside the emotions and the feelings and take into our hands logic and reasoning. But oftentimes, this is not helpful for our survivors. It's not helpful to me, and I've seen it be pretty unhelpful when you try to logic and reason your survival mode when you've experienced the worst moments of your life. Sure, at some point in time, maybe logically, you can start to understand. But that's a different kind of understanding. That doesn't change the nightmares. If you're having the nightmares and things like that, that doesn't change that. Okay, it's that deeper work that starts to get at some of those things. And so I say again, begin to see with the heart. Begin to see what the eyes cannot. And maybe you don't know how you feel. Maybe you can't feel with your heart. Maybe not yet. Then perhaps it's time to do some heart opening meditations and really working on feeling into that space. Work on moving into the feeling body and out of the mind body where you're just thinking all the time about everything. And it's okay if you are. Again, these are incremental movements toward healing. So when wrong seeing arises, when we're using our outer experiences and our outer sight to dictate our lives, we're going to have a hard time healing from our traumas. Okay? If you're looking at these outer circumstances, you're going to have a hard time reaching your clients, your patients, your family members who are survivors. Okay? We really have to start to meet people where they're at. So, that was my message for today. Today, again, is a day of understanding. See with the heart, because it can see what the eyes cannot. If you would like to work with me, my website is thetraumadoula.com. I do one-on-one sessions, and I am here to support you as always. Visit me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Again, all The Trauma Doula. The Trauma Doula. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. And again, it's an honor to have you here. Keep healing, keep growing, and honor yourself.